Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host, Wally, and today we're looking at Mexico City in particular, for some top 20 things to do. In no particular order, here we go. Number one is El Zócalo, which is a definite must-see. You just go there, take a look at one of the world's biggest squares and plazas, and get to see a lot of the important sites in Mexico, such as Cathedral, the Palacio Nacional, and a lot of the pretty cool buildings that are surrounding it, including some awesome hotels and stuff. They always have festivals here, so make sure to come check this place out. And right on the Zócalo, like I said, number two is the Palacio Nacional. It's a place where they make all the laws and stuff, and where the Mexican government does its things. I myself love the courtyards. They have several courtyards here, which are just amazing, and I love roaming around them. Plus, they've got some Diego Rivera's awesome murals. These murals are spectacular. They're huge. They're painted on the walls everywhere you walk. At the Palacio Nacional, you will see his artwork. It's amazing to look at. Just the smallest little details, he took care of them. There's another courtyard, like I said. But his works are very historical. Definitely check them out. Also at the Zócalo is the Cathedral Metropolitana, which is a pretty big cathedral. You go inside, you smell the incense, you hear the music, you feel the presence of higher powers. You get to walk around, see the different altars that they have. There is some bones of San Vidal, which is kind of spooky. But I myself love looking at the altars and having them be covered with brass and gold and such. Then you can go to my number 4 favorite spot, the Torre Latinoamericana, which is considered the ugliest building in Mexico. But it's kind of cute. I mean, it serves its purpose. You can go up and see Mexico City at night, see all the lights, see the Palacio Bellas Artes, which is pretty cool. I definitely would recommend going to visit La Torre Latinoamericana. And then right after, head over to the Palacio Bellas Artes to watch a show. These shows are always awesome. They're always educational. They always have something going on. They have them on weekends, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that. But look at that. Look at all that entertainment. I myself had a blast. It was enjoyable. I would definitely go again. It's exhilarating just seeing all those people on one little stage. It's pretty awesome. As you can see, it's right next to the ugliest tower ever. Pobrecita. My number 6 would be the Templo Mayor, which is where Tenochtitlan's temples used to be. They've dug them up, and you can sort of see how the new churches have been built around them. But there's a Templo Mayor, and there's a rack of skulls, which is my favorite thing to look at. These Aztecs were pretty awesome. And the Templo Mayor Museum also has a lot of other relics that you can look at, some things that have been found, some things that have been saved. You get to learn a lot about the Aztec culture before they fell to Hernán Cortés and the Spaniards. So it's pretty cool. Check it out. My number 7 place to go is the Museo Nacional de Antropología. This is a huge museum, and it's going to wear you down, and it's going to overload you with information. But I love it. I love learning all about the Mayans and the Aztecs and the Tlaxcalans and all the different peoples that lived here in Mexico before the Spaniards came. Plus, you get to see the sunstone of the Mayans. Not the Aztecs. People call it the Aztec calendar, but it's Mayan. Plus, you get to see all the idols and carvings and jewelry and codexes. It's pretty cool to go there and just be overwhelmed by it. Plus, they got the Fuente de Tlaloc, which is dedicated to the rain god. Also, since we're here at Chapultepec, you can also go to different art museums that are scattered throughout the area. This is the Modern Art Museum. which is on the smaller side, but it does provide a lot of bang for your buck. So definitely go check it out. Plus, you can get to see some of Frida Kahlo's stuff as soon as people move out of the way. And then we have the Rufino Tamaño Museum, which is also in Chapultepec. You can check it out, see some of his art. A lot of it is kind of weird and abstract and strange. But it's a good place to just walk around and take in some art. So definitely check out the museums in Mexico City. Number 9 on the list is the Castillo Chapultepec. There's Niños Héroes, and there is the castle. Of course, they call it a castle, but it's more like a fancy mansion with a tower. But it's good to visit. It's very historic. There's a lot of history there. There's a lot of beauty there to see. You can just walk around, see some of the stained glass, see how the French nobility lived back in the day. When they had taken over Mexico, and then afterwards it became different things. The governor lived there. There was a military fort also at one point. So it's pretty cool to visit and see its different histories. Plus there's more murals. This is one of my favorite. But there's going to be murals everywhere, so keep that in mind. Number 10 on my list is the Basilica de Santa Maria de Guadalupe, where back in the 1530s, I think, or 40s, Juan Diego saw the apparition of the Santa Maria de Guadalupe, and ever since then it's become a whole complex where you can go and see the clothes that the Virgen appeared at. You can see some of the old churches that they built. It's kind of slanting, so if you drop something, it'll definitely roll. And you can walk up to where the Virgen appeared to Juan Diego. They built a church on top of it. Of course, it was closed when I got there, which was disappointing because my feet really hurt. But go check out the new Basilica and the old Basilica. Definitely worth a visit. Number 11 is Sochimilco. Everyone does this. You go, you get on a boat, you eat and you drink, and you hear music, you look at everyone else doing the same thing. Yes, it's touristy, but it's a one-of-a-kind thing to do in Mexico, so I definitely recommend it. I love apple soda. Apple soda is delicious. But the boats just meander around, and you wave at other people, and you just have fun. Definitely check this out. Definitely go and do it. You will definitely have memories forever. Number 12 is looking at all the murals. Definitely look at all the murals. Don't just pass them by. Study them. Explore them. See who painted them. There's more than just Diego Rivera. So learn a little bit of Mexican history. The muralists were very important to expressing political beliefs. Yes, some of them are socialist beliefs, but got them to where they wanted to be at one point. There's a Niños Héroes mural at the top of the ceiling, which was kind of cool. And there's a Diego Rivera with Frida right there in the middle. And more murals. Like I said, they're scattered everywhere around Mexico City, so if you love murals, Mexico City is definitely the place to go to. And then my favorite mural is the Diego Rivera Day at the Park during Dia de los Muertos. And there she is, Lady Death, which is pretty awesome. Number 13 is El Metro. I love El Metro. People hate it, but I found that I actually kind of really liked El Metro. I like taking it places. I like just being in it. I like walking to my different destinations, even though some of those destinations were about 15-20 minute walks. But everyone takes it. Poor, rich, old, young. It's kind of very equalizing, so I kind of really like it. And it smells and it's hot, but it gets you to where you want to go for like 25 cents. Can't beat that. Something else you can't beat is number 14 on the list, which is Lucha Libre. Definitely go and check it out. It is a spectacle to look at. It's a spectacle to experience. The people are still going crazy. I mean, they know it's fake, right? But still people get into it. It's fun. It's exciting. People get into it. The wrestlers are talented. They know what they're doing. They fly, they twist, they twirl, they do everything. Definitely check out some Lucha Libre and buy yourself a Lucha Libre mask to remember it forever. Number 15 is the food. Oh my god, the food is amazing. I could have gotten there to Mexico and just eaten food and not gone anywhere else, and it would have been worth the trip. Here, this waiter told me no, he couldn't give me 3 more tacos because there was too much food. But still, I forgive him because I just went somewhere else and got more food. The food didn't hurt my stomach. It's like my stomach knew you are home, you are with your people, you are with your culture, we will take care of you. So now I never once got a stomach ache or anything like that because this food is delicious. I could eat it 24 hours a day like a. There's some chocolate which was really frothy and cold, and my favorite, papitas, with some chile. It was so crispy. And I tried grasshoppers. They were kind of weird. They were kind of crunchy, and it was okay until like late at night when I was flossing my teeth and I found a leg. It's gross. So yeah, not for me. But what was for me is this elote, which was delicious. I almost cried eating it because I remembered all my uncles and cousins and everything. Number 16. The next 5 are side trips you definitely need to take if you're in Mexico City. They're within half an hour or an hour away, so definitely take them. Number 16 is Teotihuacan. It was a Mexican holiday and it was free for Mexicans, so that's why there's a lot of people there. Here I am just over it, saying like out of the way, I'm going to make it to the top whether I die or not. And I finally made it to the top of the Pyramid of the Sun. And I was there and I was excited. I'm like, yes, I made it to the top. And then they told me to hurry up and get on over to the other side because people next to me wanted to go. And there was a Pyramid of the Moon, which I also climbed, which also nearly killed me. But hey, I made it. Definitely go to Teotihuacan. It's easy to go to. Then you go to La Casa Azul, which is where Frida and Diego lived. You can see some of her inspiration, some of the little paintings that inspired her. See her kitchen, see some of her artifacts, see how she lived, and see the bed that she was tied to because she couldn't really move. Plus, you can see her gardens. It's definitely a place you should visit, especially if you're a Frida fan or a Diego fan. And the house really is blue. It's amazing. Number 18 on the list is Cholula with the temple on top. If you make it to the top, you can see all around you. You can see Puebla, Cholula, and they don't let you take pictures inside of the little chapel, little church, but it definitely is worth going inside. But this sits on top of the world's biggest pyramid. But they haven't dug it out because, of course, there's already a church on top. Number 19 is Puebla. If you can take a side trip to Puebla, definitely take it. There's great food, great atmosphere, great parks, great churches, great museums to look at. So definitely, if you're able to, take this side trip. You will enjoy it, get to learn a lot. It's like about an hour away from Mexico City, and a lot of tour guides included on their itinerary of places to go to because of their wonderful plazas and their beautiful cathedral, plus their wonderful Cinco de Mayo history that they have. So definitely go check it out, go learn some more about Mexico, and just experience a different vibe. Mexico City definitely has a metropolitan vibe. Puebla has a different type of vibe. It's still Mexican, it's still a city vibe, but it's kind of different. Definitely go and check it out. And number 20 on my list is my favorite volcano in the world, Popocatépetl. Say it fast 5 times. Popocatépetl. It actually erupted while we were traveling there, and it just looks amazing. And then when you take your trip out of Mexico, you can see it. It's huge. Definitely, if you can get views of it, take them. Anyways, these are my top 20 things to do if you ever visit Mexico. It's my list. It's in no order, so just go check it out, have fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.